So I wanted to record this video to talk about something which I think, I hold a very strong opinion about it. And let me just, make this clear, I'm a Christian. I don't think that you should, watch porn at all, but I don't think it's fair to single out, because I see a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, OnlyFans is good, it's empowering for women, oh, but lolly bad. And I don't think it's fair because honestly, I think it hurts less people than OnlyFans or, actual porn actors. So I'm not saying that people should watch lolly porn, because I'm not saying they should watch any porn. What I'm saying is that I don't think it's fair to single them out, and so I'm going to explain why. People say, oh, it doesn't matter if it's not actually a kid, it looks like a kid, but that's subjective, right? Even the characters that are meant to be like children in their world, they don't just draw in a certain way, they are meant to be children, they don't resemble them in the ways that make children unique. You think they're a child because compared to the other characters, they're small and petite, but that is subjective. And if you compare them to the actual proportions of children, which I know because I'm autistic and obsessed with details, not because of weird reasons, but if you can, they have the adult traits, they have the traits that make adult women attractive to men. So, and well, apart from the breasts, obviously. So if you look at any mainstream lolly, right, you'll notice something. They have wide hips, and their legs are quite long compared to their torso. And this is not a thing you see with actual prepubescent children, right? They have quite large rib cages and narrow hips, because, the small waist and the narrow hips are things that come in as you grow older, as you become a teenager, right? And so these aren't, child features. They are petite adult features. They have a flat chest, and they might not have a super small waist, and they might be short, but I have not seen any mainstream lolly character that doesn't just have unrealistically wide hips and, for a child. Obviously there are people who draw them more realistically, I'm not denying that. I think there's a point where it becomes too realistic and you can wonder, but none of, the anime that are just mainstream that people watch, or the game characters or anything, fit that category, right? Take Azur for example, right? Some of the characters have really short legs, but all of them have hips that are too wide for a child. The kindergarten characters are just fat. They have gigantic thighs, hips the size of Jupiter. They don't look like children. And they're meant to be like children, and they don't look like children at all. These are features that are attractive to men who like adult women, and I mean, obviously there are cases where people will put that on a child and they are a pedophile, but I don't think it's fair to say every person is, because this is such heavily stylized art. You shouldn't be thinking of these as people. You should be thinking of them as their own creature. They're like this alien creature that doesn't exist. I just wanted to mention, I saw a comment in one of my videos comparing a lolly to the Crusades, saying fiction affects reality. Well, first of all, no, because that is comparing somebody watching a documentary and making and it, I'm not saying it has to be a real documentary, you can have your opinion if it's real or not, but so imagine there was apparently that fake documentary that freaked people out because it pretended mermaids were real, right? That was presented as fact, not fiction. So you're comparing someone watching that to someone watching The Little Mermaid and then saying, whoa, mermaids are real. They're not the same thing. That is such a false argument. You are comparing something that people believe to be true to a show made for entertainment. How can you say that those are even comparable? That's just a stupid thing to bring up, to be honest. And the Crusades were based anyways, so yeah.